What's going on, guys? It's me, Shukashu. We are back with another umamusume video, and in this video we are... I didn't mention that I wanted to try it or was going to do it, so here we are. We're going to be trying Kita. We're going to see if we can push that C to an A at least. And see if we can do it. So we're going to be trying to get Kita to dirt, but if it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. And we're just going to stick with the same setup because I don't trust Wise at all, so... yeah, we're just gonna jump straight in. And before we do jump into the training and the comments, if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description down below. There's a channel called Circle Quest for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I'm in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request to join, it'll let me know that you want to join the circle. Then after that, head over to the comments section or the circle request channel or Discord server. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not you. Wait, and not you. Just so I can make sure to add you into the circle, not somebody else. Yeah, not you. What the hell am I saying? Anyways, let us get started with the training. And we should be good. We should be good. All right, now I don't know how this is gonna go. I just have to hope that somehow, some way, I can get this C to an A. If I can get it to an A in the first inheritance, and probably can even go to an S, that'd be interesting. That would definitely be interesting. But we'll see. Only time will tell as we progress through the training. So it's funny because I did get my highest training of the scenario through my auto training. It was a UB3 Smart Falcon. Well, you probably saw it because it was one of the parents I used. I don't know. Auto is doing something better than I am. That's the conclusion I've come with, because I think I've only gotten in UB once, and it was just like once or twice, and it was just normal UB, I think. So far, Auto has done better than me. It was doing mostly high UCs for the most part. But now it's got a high U, close to mid UB. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. So I don't know. That makes me think, if it's getting around close to mid UBs, right? Then maybe. Just maybe that really shows that I could reach UA. I'm just doing something wrong. But it's fine. It's fine. I'll get there eventually. Eventually. What? Oh, yes, let's do that. Why not? Although I think over the weekend, it is Thursday, but over the weekend, I think I will, or even starting today, I think I'm gonna do a little bit more global than JP, but I'll still like auto run JP if I remember. If I remember to auto run JP while I do global training, because the CM starts on Sunday, so I don't really exactly have anyone train, but it's kind of a recurring theme at this point for global. At least in JP, I can get like someone trained, but right now it's kind of questionable for this League of Heroes because I can't even get high UBs at the very least. So that's gonna be interesting. It'll be interesting. But I guess we'll just find out the more we progress. I guess. I don't know. This could be my best friend coming up. I don't know. Or it could just be just a normal one. But we went as low as high UD, so nothing is really out of the question. Well, I would do the onsen, but there's no good training, so I'm just gonna do a normal rest. Just do that. Got the dates unlocked, so now if we do have a bad training day, then we can just do a date. And then I'm just thinking about the bonds, but I think most of my cards are good except for Super Creek, so I can do this. I think most of my cards besides Super Creek. Yeah, so like this day right here, I mean, I could do this. Yeah, I'll do it for the bond at least. If it wasn't for Super Creek, then I probably wouldn't have done it. I probably would have just done the date, but yeah, we should probably use one also because we're getting close to finishing the bar. So why not? Just make sure we have enough room for two. We're still October. Let's keep doing that. $100. Does that mean if I do this, I should get a little bit more? I hope. Probably not. Maybe a little bit more. Not a lot more. We'll see. I'll take it. I'll take it for sure. I mean, 100 for sure is already good. So, and it rarely happens, I will say that. So, I don't think it would have happened if I didn't have 2 speed though. I'll be honest. If I'm going to be honest. Okay. Speed definitely is having a field day right now. I don't know if that's normal or not, because maybe it is. Maybe it is. Like, it's still going. It's still going. It's definitely still going. It's already an A. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. I think more of a good thing, because then... I would say more of a good thing. I mean, 44 is good too, also. Or 55. Or I can do the race. Because we do need to do a race at least. Let's do the 22%. I should have just done the race. I thought I could trust the 22%. No, I'm gonna do the race now. Thought I could trust it. This is why I don't trust 20 plus. Let it, more like 15 plus, but 20 plus. But this is why I get hesitant when it comes to 20 plus a lot. Why was that like a normal speed? That was like the first time I seen that in normal speed. Or was it always like that and I just didn't pay attention? Regardless. That caught me off guard. We'll start going over the comments. Because if not, then we'll end up... Well, there's still a chance we'll end up going over the comments until the end of the video, but it's all good. But it's all good. I will do this. Okay, scroll down. Scrolling down. Oh. Okay. First comments, yes. We'll be going over is going to be from Rick. I don't think we will see an RE1 in Cinderella Grey anime, or maybe we do, I don't know. Recently it ended the first Japan Cup that Aguri Cap participated. I don't know. I wouldn't know. I haven't seen it a single episode, so I wouldn't know. Nova says we won't see Vivlos in there too. I don't... Yes, we won't. Because we don't need to, because it's not about her. So, that's cool. Then you just says, wait, I didn't know there was a great anime. Haven't watched until now. I thought the season 1 was replayed. Dang, Eugen be off the loop. Every time Mia or Rick mentions it, or whenever, yeah, it's mentioned by Rick, and then I go talk about it. Even Nova has mentioned it. The hell's Eugen just gone? It's like it's like selective hearing. It's like he hears or see what he wants to hear or see, and then everything else will just be processed the way he wants it to be processed. Maybe. I don't know. That's what it seems like now at this point. Because sometimes I'll say something, and then it will be the complete opposite of what he will say in the comments, or he'll say something completely off the mark because he totally didn't pay attention to the video, as in, you know, like the when he said I did better than him in the CM and the global side. So yeah, we've talked about this for like the longest, since before the first core of it started, Eugen. So that was a while back. You've definitely been out of the loop, or just haven't paid attention, or so I'm sorry, Eugen. Then the next one from Rick says, still no Gametora guide. I think I'll just try to get a good parent for chasers with the 2 books remaining from the Agnes Tachyon event. You do you. You do you. What you think will do best for you, for your account. Because I don't know what parents he is. I don't want to say which parent. Heck, I could be doing it for the wrong parents, but for the most part, I'm doing it for mild distance. But I kind of used 1 book already for their just a little bit. A little bit. So that's besides the point. The rest will go to mile, but that's if I just go pure mile the rest of the trainings. I probably can. We'll see. Nova says, time to wing it with some JP guide. They have scuffed AI transition. Transition or translation? Translation, I'm assume. But better than nothing. And then Eugen says, should I post in a private thread and tag so we'll be able to view? I feel like even if I post it, has been already discovered since it's common. You know what they say? When you are hesitant about posting something because you think people have seen it already, it's posted regardless because there's most likely people who hasn't seen it. So at the end of the day, you're still gonna help someone regardless. At least that's what I learned. You're still gonna help someone out there regardless. Instead of questioning it. And then Rick says, it would help me if you do. Probably not only Rick. Just a thought. Just a thought. But other than that, thank you, Rick, for the comments, and Eugen and Nova for replying. Appreciate it as always. Next comments are going to be from Nova. Truth be told, I should start working on the Uma League of Heroes prep. Yeah, you'll probably still be in better hands than I am. But CZN is just getting so good with the grinding. As in just the chaos mode for the cards or gear and all that. Probably. I guess long CM in January is something that I am kind of prepared for. I can max limit break win variation end card with the 3 SS cards I have in storage. Like I said, you'll be good regardless. Whether if it's this League of Heroes or the CM in January, that's long distance. It don't matter. You'll be good. Next comment says, I think that I just prioritize convenience when it comes to the laptop. It's also something I can take with me when I go to attend events out of state. Can't really do that with a PC. It's like I said, if it works with what you do, like you actually use it outside of the house, then yeah, it's totally fine. But in comparison to me, where I like, even with handhelds like a Switch, I wouldn't really use it outside of the house or anything like that. Because even like I said, even with a laptop, I will use it if I'm like in vacation. But if I'm not, well, if I'm just in the room, but for the most part, I mean, that's usually when I'm just like relaxing, probably late at night or anything like that. Not exactly needing a whole gaming PC if that's the most I'll be doing. But, well, I probably would consider a gaming laptop if I did, you know, see more benefit out, if I did use it a lot outside because of all the gacha games and all that. But as of right now, or as of right now, and how it's been since my last gaming laptop, I don't think so. Not right now. Not right now. So gaming PC it is. So this is where we differ, but it's fine because laptop works better for you, PC works better for me. So it's all good, you know? It's all good. What do I do here? It's like, sure. I think 3 to 5 years for a laptop sounds about right. Yeah, 3 to 5 years is about right. 5 is more on the longer end, though, if I were to say so. That's if you, like, take care of it, didn't, you know. I've seen people who has gotten laptops in, like, 2-3 years. It's total crap, so. Yeah, I'll take the 3. I see it more towards a 3, but 3 to 5 years sounds about right. Yes, we should probably get some help for the other stats. Last one was 2 years ago, so I'll keep it for another year or so. Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds about right. Well, for whales, or should I say true whales, they have both meta umas and cards. You really can't beat that with my casual mentality. Yeah, look, you're like half the whale and uma. Because you only go for the support cards. Well, not even all the support cards, just go for mostly generalized or positional. So, yeah, I wouldn't. I'm wondering if I should do power or guts. So yeah. you got like half the casual mentality and then half the whale mentality, I guess, with the support cards. As to how to grind your deck in CZN, it's just a matter of how many times you are doing the chaos mode. I mean, I did do it yesterday. I just kept going until I died in the dungeon. So yeah. Plus, I'm trying to get to level 30 so I can do the promotion, so I can. I don't know. I just want to unlock the event because I am behind. So I need to unlock the event still. I'm close to level 30 though. Oof, we'll do that. It's just like, so just like Uma, RNG will screw you over and you might have to grind for hours to get a good deck. Yeah, just being in one dungeon felt like a while, to be honest. I'm just parroting what CCs are putting in their video titles. I don't take that seriously as usual. Zenless is probably the game I have least issues with when it comes to Hoyo. You know what I hate about Hoyo? A certain impact game. I was like, well, he's only mentioned Genshin, so I guess it must be Genshin. But does that include Honkai Impact? Because it has Impact in it as well. Nah, it's most likely Genshin. I don't hate the game. I hate the community. Or at least the bad side of the community that we see 100% of the time. Okay, 99. I'll give the good side of 1%, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. It's always something bad. They're always doing something bad also to other gacha games. Or even Google Classroom, apparently. So I think I've seen it. I know I've seen it, something like that, so. But blood to the to the to the team is the archetype of that team. You can look it up. Oof. Well, if it wasn't obvious, then I don't look it up for reverse. I'm assuming this is the reverse, so yeah, you can tell that I don't look up things for reverse. When, yeah, I just don't look up things for reverse if it wasn't that obvious. Didn't we just had the conversation? Didn't you just ask me which game I kind of just like leave there, but I have no problems with, but it's probably the least attention I give? And it was reverse. If that wasn't an indication, I don't know why you're surprised, to be honest. I don't know why you're surprised. I don't know no team comp names in reverse if it wasn't obvious already. It's more surprising for me to not know a character's name after a bit. Or at least get a... or at least say their name incorrectly. But Shu Yuen was like the only one that really... that you called out me out for, but... that was because I couldn't really remember his name. I'm like... so... it's reversed, so I'm most likely not gonna know much about it. So I ain't gonna be... I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Like how I'm not surprised with you saying names the way you want to say it so you can remember it or say it wrong. Kind of the same thing. Kinda. Maybe not. But I'm gonna still say it kinda. And then Carlotta Ice Queen release timing paired well with Ice Queen Miyabi. At the same time, Genshin released Sitlali, which was the new like ice support that everyone, I including myself, did like. That's why that month was like a triple ice threat for me, because it was Carlotta Miyabi. It was Miyabi, Carlotta, then Sitlali, so so there we go. Yeah, I remember that. That was literally about a year ago. Next month would be a year ago when that was that time. Defiler has, weirdly enough, two different parry sequences. One with the soldiers and one with the part where she uses some air slash Pokemon moves in the air. Yes, she does. Yes, she does. I wouldn't say it's weird, though, because it's just... oh no, I think you're just saying weirdly enough she has two. I don't know why it's weird. It's just parry sequences. They're just trying to mix it up a bit instead of being the two of the same ones, maybe. That's probably it, if anything. Speed Vivlos is like bringing up Speed Turbo. Dead. Just dead. Well, that depends on the person. What if that's still one of their best only speed cards? It's like when all y'all were saying Speed Keto was dead, but I was still using it not a couple months ago. Or still earlier this year. And it still did the best it can for me. Still got me this far, so... if I can use it, I'll use it, but I'm okay now. I'm finally past that. But if I had no choice but to still use it, I will still use it. That's also why I chose Nakayama Thesta end card after my return from hiatus. Thankfully, I got her MOB in one pity. I missed out on Ramino Int, but I'm just waiting for her release in the Blue Ticket Shop for collection. Yeah, who would have thought that picking Nakayama Festa as your general MLB card without knowing there wasn't going to be any more general int cards later on for a long time would actually be the move. I didn't, that's for sure. That's for sure. Then, oh no, Umalag. Yeah, there was a lag yesterday, and I don't know why. So far, so good for now. For majority of their run, it's been good. From what I noticed, so no complaints here. Well, after Eugen gets the characters up in disc, it's about character rotation that will be key to improving, like knowing how long a buff lasts and knowing the difference between on-field and off-field supports. I think it's also safe to mention to not only be mashing the attack button. And, well, if you're going to mash it, at least react to attacks and dodge or parry so you don't get hit. Because, yes, I'm pretty much attacking for the most part if it wasn't obvious, but I am still trying for the most part, dodging and all that. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, and yeah. Knowing when your buffs are up or down and all that, so that does matter also, but that does really matter because character rotations. Gotta know when to do what. If you don't, and then you don't want to question why your attack is not doing, attacks aren't as strong because you didn't realize your buff has disappeared. That's why I try to just keep the uptime of the buff all the up as much as possible. That's why there might be some off switches, or sometimes I get like with Yuzuha, for example. I guess gotta wait for the parry, but sometimes they take forever for the parry. Sometimes they take forever for the parry on that certain attempt, and I'm just there like, I guess I'll just start all over if this doesn't make it. But most of the time it doesn't make it. Most of the time. The only time it doesn't make it's when I truly just forget how to dodge and parry for some reason. And yes, that does happen. That does happen. You get a glimpse of it sometimes in my runs, because I'll get hit by like 3-4 hits. And I'll be like, do I restart? Nope, I'm gonna see if I can finish it. For the most part, I do end up finishing it. But if it was really bad, or my character, whoever I'm using, dies, then obviously I will reset. That's not gonna change. It's actually funny that my Taiwan friend has Kalkuro, and every time he uses him, he just disses him for being useless. I never used him, but yeah, funny stuff. I thought about building him, but I never did. So I never use him as well, besides whenever... Was there a time in the events where we were forced to use him? If there was, then yeah, I did use him that time, but other than that, I don't remember. I didn't train him or level him up, so nope. But other than that, thank you, Nova, for all the comments. Appreciate it as always. Next comment is gonna be from Eugen. For Tachyon event, I'll focus on the mild parent because I believe the next one will be on January, since you might notice it's every other month for this event. You know, you just supported what I said earlier about you possibly misunderstanding, misreading, or not listening to what I said. But I believe when I looked at the news yesterday, and I did say January was long distance. Even Nova responded with a comment saying January long distance. So I'm sorry, Eugen. You just supported the fact that I just said earlier. Because if I look at the news again right now, because I did save the tab, just a triple check. It says late December, mile, late January. So January, long distance. So I'm sorry, Eugen. I'm sorry. So you should probably switch that, cause, or maybe you reworded this. I don't know. Maybe you meant to say the other way around. I don't know, but based on what you said on this part, I'm gonna have to say you supported what I said earlier about you. Unfortunately, but it happened again. It's getting hard for me to remove some grandparent parent umas due to some skills obtained. I feel like I need to be more strict on it, especially I delete uma every 3 umas I train. I got full. Yeah, I would have started deleting a long time ago. I would have started deleting a long time ago. If I was deleting every 3 trainings. My turbo is all aptitude distance, and that's all I can say. I wonder why she can run on all distance, because you did dang well with your parent training. With for her. Or you just did dang well with your parent training in general, because you didn't manage to use it for everything. But that was before. Because for like the past year, you haven't really, it's been way down compared to before a year ago. So my League of Heroes, I'll just grab placeholder or train by the time of registration period. And then Eugen's still gonna get plat 4. And I'm still gonna be like plat 3. Shoot, maybe even just plat 1 if I don't end up training someone. If I even make plat 1 with, I don't know, with what I have. If I even have anything by then. As much as I like to play on PC on Zealous, there are times I get hang or laggy. Poor PC need to retire soon for 10 years service. I agree. I agree. I agree. Yeah, my PC before the one I have right now was like 12 years, so definitely need retire that PC whenever whenever you can. So most likely I play it on my tablet phone. Yeah, your big tablet phone or big phone tablet. Feels like laptop is more expensive. I guess it's just a peanut money for Nova. I went for PC because I'm not on the go and I'm just a poor soul. I wouldn't say peanut money. He works, so why wouldn't he get laptop? why are we be talking smack about someone who's fine financially? If he can get it, he can get it. Yeah, we make fun of him for swiping and all that, but I'm not gonna be like, oh, it's because it's peanut money. I'm pretty sure he spends wisely, or he's smart with his money. I'm pretty sure he is, especially with his occupation. So I mean, but it's you, Eugen. You just like to say stuff like that to possibly banter, if anything. But let's just say you possibly wanting to banter could could possibly mean a whole different thing to others. So, oh, let's be careful with what we say in the future, because in the past you said some pretty, pretty, controversial stuff to not controversial, but like it's stuff I wouldn't say myself. Because it regards if it sounds like certain hatred towards a certain thing, so I don't want to, I warned you before on that. This is more of a lighter warning, because I don't want you to just say something and then someone takes it the wrong way. No one wants that. Especially if it's being read on through the computer, because then things can be misread or taken out of context or whatever. Keep that in mind. And also make sure you're on the loop, because if you're not in the loop with things and you totally misunderstand something, and you say something because you didn't pay attention, you could start something with that as well. I'm just warning you, Eugen, because I'm just giving you a heads up, because you've been kind of off with the whole retaining information, retaining the things I said. So maybe you just need more sleep, but that's like, maybe you need more sleep. Maybe more comfortable sleep or something. Maybe you're just tired every time you're watching. That would make sense, so it doesn't process properly. Maybe. What do I do here? That's fine. But thank you, Eugen, for the comment. Appreciate it as always. Next comment is from Korn. True, the portables are only good if you travel. Only reason I picked mine up is because recently I've been having to leave. Otherwise, yeah, PC is the way to go. Upgradable, and instead of having to buy a whole new system every few years. I don't know how the lifespan is for the Steam Deck ROG Ally. I guess the handheld PCs, so to speak, handheld PCs. You know what I'm talking about, because I named the Steam Deck and the Ally, but I just don't know how long they last. I mean, if we're talking about normal consoles, as long as you don't mess it up somehow, you can last, the whole console can last the whole lifespan of the console, even if it's a day one. Because my PS4 was a day one and it lasted the whole time. Same with my Xbox One, it was a day one. It lasted the whole time. And usually it's like, what, 7 to 10 years consoles usually last, right? I believe before the Switch 2 was like 7 years, I think. Actually, no. I could Google. What am I doing? Which one release? 2017. Yeah, it's been like 8 years. Over close to 9 years. Yes. For 2013. Yes. 5? 2020. So about 7, yeah, like I said, 7 years. So unless you're upgrading to like the Pro or something, then I don't want to include that, but unless you're upgrading, that it's a different story to like the Pro or whatever other versions they come out with, then I guess that's besides the point, right? I don't know, because the Switch pretty much does lasted the whole time. The only thing that really sucked with the Switch was like the Joy-Cons. Those things were, I'll say it, those things were ass. Quality wise, they were definitely not up there in the, well, they'll last for a while, then they'll just, next thing you know, you have some stick drift. After like a couple months or so. Unless you didn't abuse it, then obviously you wouldn't get stick drift. But eventually you will. Eventually. No, but yeah, it's like I said, if you're on the go and you see it more beneficial for yourself to outside than to get a laptop, then there you go. It's like I said for myself, it's more beneficial for me to get a PC than a laptop. That's the only reason why I'd pick a PC over a laptop. If I needed both, then I'd have both, but I don't see a need to have both. So, yeah. But thank you, Corn, for the comment. And then the last comment, I think is the last comment. Let me refresh and see if there's any more comments. No, there isn't. So, the last comment is from Tanoki, and it says, even if on hindsight, after power creep, we tag speed Vivlos or speed still in love. Sorry, I'm just here. As only for X. Now, they were general use cards at the time of release. I wouldn't know because I don't keep up with that. And also because I didn't have speed Vivlos, so after going over it in the banner, I pretty much just forget about it because I don't have it. Still in love, I didn't use it until probably like half a year later. I'm gonna be honest, because I didn't get dupes of it. Took me a while to get the dupes and all that. And when I did use it, it was mostly just for betweeners, pacers, or for medium distance. At least that's how I approached it. If you're using it for the white skills, then I'm not gonna, then that's a whole different story, because I'm mostly judging it based on the gold skill, I'm gonna be honest. Because if we're just talking about, yeah, we can still use it for the wide skills, and I'm not even gonna argue, because why would I argue with something that makes sense? Because it's essentially like me just using it's probably not the best example, but it's essentially like me using my Taishin card, not Taishin, yeah, Taishin card, Ramino card, either or, for like not even the right Uma, and then but there's like some general skills that might work. Might be the bad example, but this is the closest thing I got on the spot right now. Oh, I didn't do the thingy. No, I didn't do the thingy. The onsen. Oh well. I'll still do it, I guess. This is like saying Speed, Almond Eye, or Guts Stego is medium 1 year from now because they have a lot of medium hits. Or if we wind back, saying Guts Orf was not general because technically she had like 3 skills for backliners or medium long. No, because it's literally like I said, I judge it by the gold skills. So Speed, Almond Eye, I've said it could be used as general since day 1 because it has the bottom option where you get 2 general skills. And then with Stay Gold, I said the same thing. because there's general gold skills, I generalized it more as a general guts card because it has the gold skills. If it goes all the way to event chain 3, I'll consider it as a general card, which is why I didn't consider Still in Love as a general card even when Nova said it, because it was more towards medium distance and backliners when it came to the gold skills. That's just my way of thinking. I didn't go as far as saying these cards with gold skills that have general skills are more considered medium because they have medium hints, or a lot of them. I'm going off the gold skills. So like I said, if the argument is that you're gonna say that the reason why it's general because you can still use it for like the card stats or whatever with the whatever is called what is it called, the specialty rate up or whatever, those kinds of stats or effects, whatever you want to call them, then sure. But I'm just basing it off the gold skill, so you make do with that. You make do with that. It's the same thing with guts or furf. I said it was guts because the gold skill was general, and I did mention it had backliners or medium long distance skills in the past, but I still used it for general regardless and still considered it general. So that's what your examples doesn't work against me because I did not see it that way. But if it's what it is, it is what it is. It's just a difference on how we think, pretty much. It's just a difference in how we think. Remember, you're talking to the guy who doesn't really go into like look up at these charts or whatever to see what's this or that. So I'm just going off what I see on the skills. So, you know, Speed Still in Love was used virtually everywhere until the island scenario. You just end the chain on the second, if not either medium distance or backline. This is exactly what I said. If you're gonna argue that that the gold skills don't matter, then that's a whole different discussion. I'm not gonna argue with that. I'm not gonna argue with that. But if you're gonna give me some argument where I clearly didn't say it, or we clearly didn't say it, I'm not going to completely agree with it or anything, or even bother going into depth with it. But if it's just going to be the fact that you just stop the chart, you just don't care about the gold skills at the end of the day, then who am I to say that is not general if that's how we're going to go? I'm going with the whole overall of the card, all the way with the event chain 3. And that's at least how I've been using my cards. So take that with what you will. It's just how I approach things. Actually, how I approached Uma. Because, I mean, for the most part, I mostly only target cards that I see as general. If it wasn't obvious, because if my cards aren't made for chaser for some reason, it's mostly general. So, you know, that's pretty much it. I'm pretty much, I can't really argue with this, because at the end of the day, you just said just don't care about the event chain 3. I myself care about the event chain 3. So it's a difference in how we think. It's just a difference in how we think, or how I think, I guess, because I guess majority of the other people have thought your way, since you said, I don't know, I'm assuming it's just the general consensus when it's coming from you, because I'm just speaking from my behalf. I'm just assuming, because I'm only saying from my my perspective on how I see things. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. I just realized I didn't even check if I had gotten dirt to an A at least. But thank you, Tanoki, Horn, Eugen, Nova, and Rick for all the comments. Appreciate it as always. And I do need to end this video because I am cutting it close again because I need to edit it and then I need to post it and then I need to actually leave. I need to do the same thing with global. I need to edit it and I need to post it. So I should probably pick one skill and already and excuse me. And yeah, we don't have any more 60s, right? I'll just take it. Whatever. I'll just take it. I don't even know if my Kita made it to an A. Oh shoot, she actually made it to an S. I think I can bring Kita. I think I can bring Kita. Well, I just need to get a good one trained, so well, this makes things interesting. This gives me options now for this gives me more options. If I can get medium, I mean not medium, Mile and Dirt to an A, and it's all good. This is gonna be interesting. This changes a lot of things, actually. But we'll see. I'm not gonna use that on this training because I don't think I won't. Yeah. I don't think I would want to use Kita as the parent. But ended off with 1926 speed, 1415 stamina, 1453 power, 1444 guts, and 630 on wise. Obviously, this run would be better if only if the other stats were either capped out or not. So, or at least maybe two of them capped out. So power and guts, maybe, not too sure. But yeah, we did get an S aptitude in dirt, so pretty surprising because this is the first time I've done a G aptitude all the way to an S, so that's cool. I'll take it. But to bring it to the League of Heroes, that's a different story. But with that being said, guys, that's going to be it for this video. If you guys didn't make it this far, I do want to say thank you. If you guys can, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. Let me know how you guys are doing with the League of Heroes or prep, because it is going to be fairly soon. Sooner than we think. Sooner than we think, because even I am still scrambling on trying to do the best I can in this scenario. So let me know how you guys are doing, and if there's anything else you want to talk about or ask me, just leave it down in the comment section down below. As long as appropriate, I'll go over it. And if you guys haven't joined the Discord server, link is down in the description. There's a channel called Circle Quest for those who haven't joined a circle or are looking for a circle to join. Y'all are free to join the circle that I am in. It is called Shushu. Once you give that a search, hit request to join. It'll let me know that you want to join the circle. Then after that, head over to the comment section or the Circle Request channel in the Discord server. Let me know that you sent the request along with your in-game name, just so I can make sure to add you into the circle and not somebody else. But with that being said, guys, that's going to be it for this video. Thank you once again, and as always, I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.